Alright, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to record this, but hopefully this is, I don't have to record this too many more times because I don't want to keep trying to redo this. This is all one take. Alright, like the intro card said, I recently went through a breakup. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I have a little script that tells me the points that I want to get through, and then after this script, I'm gonna be like, everything's just gonna be top of my head, what I like truly want to say. Anyways, let's get through the script first. Also, before we get to the script, I want to be clear that this is to help me, get everything off my chest and just, at least speak about it or speak to maybe someone's listening, but I want to put it to sound, and this is the way I chose to do it. Alright. As the intro said, I recently went through a breakup, or a heartbreak. It wasn't a messy breakup, but it wasn't a one-sided, or I guess it's one-sided. It wasn't a dirty breakup. It wasn't anything messy. It just sort of happened. Her reason was she wanted to grow and do her own thing, and I was too afraid to let go. But eventually I just said fuck it and let her go, because the last thing I wanted to do was make her feel trapped. Now let me give you some backstory. Since I don't want to call her by her name, we're going to refer to her as Little Bird. Little Bird and I have had an amazing relationship for the past 2 to 3 years. I loved her deeply, and I still do. I'm not really sure how she feels at this moment. And I don't know. I can't confirm how she feels, because I feel like an outsider to her. But anyways, we've always had this confusing relationship of back and forth controversy. Never was it necessarily bad controversy, just controversy. It wasn't anything, bad. Although some may say controversy is bad. Regardless of that, this is, one of my favorite parts of this relationship. Fuck. Oh, gas. Anyways. We both had different views on beliefs and different ideologies of life. I was a person of reason and facts. Science and probability is what determines my way of thought. Little Bird, on the other hand, was a person of religion. She believed in Christianity, although sometimes her belief in Christianity faltered. She was a saint from outside to in. She was my angel. We often argued about stuff like religion or how our beliefs didn't align. And I know that sounds unhealthy or unreasonable or flat out just bad. But at the end of the day, it was one of my favorite parts. We still loved each other after every argument, and we respected each other's beliefs no matter how much we would ridicule each other about them. And I'll be honest, a lot of it was from me. I'm an honest person. I'm like a fucking Australian, shit just comes flying out of my mouth. Anyways. But even then, we still look to each other with love and respect. No matter what argument was between us, we would still have love for each other, I guess. But sooner or later, those differences that we've had seemed to get more and more burdening to her. It seemed like, those were some things that she couldn't handle. And I don't know if this is true, or if this is a fact, or if this is the case at all. And I don't think I'm ever gonna know, because I'm too afraid to ask her right now. But it definitely seemed that way. The months went on, and nothing of issue arose. That is until recently. 2 weeks ago now, little bird called me and said she couldn't do it anymore, that she wanted to grow independently. And if you know who I am, this is off script right now, by the way. If you know who I am, I take shit like this really hard. Like fucking hard. Because I'm a relatively negative person. I take negative things really hard. And, you know, my everyday is quite negative. I need to get closer to the mic, it looks like. But my everyday is quite negative. So stuff like this is very hard for me. She said she wanted to stop being in a relationship. That she, you know, wanted to be independent. And I was distraught by her actions. Not because of, you know, her, but because of how I felt about her at the time. But at the same time, I also felt really guilty of my own emotions. I felt guilty of my selfishness and how I didn't want her to leave. Off the script again, by the way. We're not going to be on script for this moment right here. Breakups suck, as most of you would know. They really fucking suck. They're painful, and it feels like the pain will never end. They seem to just emit negative energy from you, and it just seems to suck every day, you know. But, you know, that's what it will be like. Anyways, we're gonna go back on script now. You know, I wanted to let her be happy and let her be independent and let her grow. But I also had this like painful guilt, this living guilt within me, because I also wanted her to stay with me, you know, for the rest of the time. She brought me hope at a time where I was in a dark pit that I called a living nightmare. And she pulled me out. She brought me light, color, and hope. This is really hard to read the script because I wrote this in fucking who knows what feeling. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Life is painful. Life is really painful. It's fucking painful. And I know it's painful. I knew it was painful. And now I'm haunted by that pain again. I know that I sound like a child or a naive little bitch. You know, we're gonna talk about it that way. But to me, she was, you know, she was it. She was everything. You know, maybe there is a future with her. Possibly, but in the way I see the world, in the dark, pitch black, negative mindset of mine, you know, it's all gone. It's thrown out the fucking window like a fucking abortion, you know, it's gone. You do it and don't think about it. I love her a lot. Like a lot. And I still do. Jesus, what the fuck did I write here? I cannot believe I said like a fucking abortion. Sorry. Anyways. Off the script again. You know, I love her so much. So much. You know, to the point where it's possibly unhealthy. No. We're not going there. Because, you know, I'm not some fucking like anime yandere bullshit girl who's gonna like fucking crazy cat girl kill everyone around her bullshit. No. I'm not fucking crazy, okay? It's just, you know, she was my pillar of hope. Anyways, back to the script. I love her enough that I feel like letting her go is the right decision. But there's this pain of guilt that I have, like I said earlier, because of my own selfish desires of wanting her to stay, wanting her to be my, you know, supportive pillar of hope and light and color. But also I want her to be happy. So, you know, I let her go. And I guess these, you know, selfish desires and guilt is what makes me human. But at the end of the day, I feel like I should have been her pillar of light, her supportive structure, not the other way around. God damn it, there's a fucking helicopter outside. This has been the best recording, so I'm gonna keep it this way. If you guys hear this helicopter, I'm sorry. Okay, I can't do anything. Anyways, now that she's gone, I have to live with this pain. That's the end of the script. Alright, let's get to the point that may have not come across very well in this script, because I'm looking back at it, it didn't. It really didn't. So, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and I'm gonna tell you what I want you to know. Life is a bitch. A dirty son of a bitch. But that's also what makes life great. You don't know what you have until you lose it. Is something that's so important to know. You know, for those of you who are going through what I'm going through, you're not alone. You're really not alone. There's people around you that will be there for you. And if there's not, then look for it. Don't sit there. Don't be a fucking pussy. Look for it. Don't be me. I do what I do because I'm someone who knows what's best for them. But you don't know what's best for you. Not until someone who does know what's best for you comes around and shows you what that is. And sometimes in love or in relationships, you'll meet that person. And I met that person. I look back at this relationship, and she keeps telling me that it's not my fault. She does. She really does. But I know deep down that some of it was my fault. I should have done more. You know, like I said, I should have been her pillar of light, the supportive structure in her life. That's what you do in a relationship. Relationship isn't about, you know, it's not about, you know, intimate relationships or sex. That's not what it's about. It's about having someone who picks up your shattered pieces and puts them all together. Even if they fail, they'll continue to do it. because you mean something to them. You're there to do the same for them. So if you're in a relationship right now and you're scared of losing them, or you're afraid of, the possible breakup down the line, don't be. The future is the future. Right now, live every moment with them like it's your last moment with them. Because that's truly, truly what's important. If you break up, you break up. You have to move on from that. And if you're me, that's a difficult thing to do. If you're most people, that's a difficult thing to do. But you have to. Moving on isn't, forgetting about them. Don't do that. Because you can learn from your mistakes. Moving on, isn't forgetting about them. It's not, put them at the back of your head and start fucking drinking that bottle of alcohol in the corner of the room till you pass out or, lose your fucking liver. Don't do that. Don't be me. Moving on is finding new hope in life, finding new happiness, finding, possibly someone else who's gonna pick up those pieces and put them back together for you. And maybe this time they'll stay there for you forever. Maybe this time they'll tell you that no matter how many times you fall apart and break, that it doesn't matter. Because they will be there for you. And if you're going through a breakup right now, look to people like your friends. Look to people like family. Because you never know when they're going to be gone too. You never know when, one slip up and they could be gone forever. They could be, dead. They could resent you. They could detest you. They could do many things. Because people are scary. But at the same time, people are so warm. So I want you to know that what you have won't always be there. So don't take it, for granted. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds retarded. But that's the truth. You have to... You have to take it like it's the last take. Alright, that's the most I can get out right now, so yeah, sorry if this video is a little bit different from usual. If you guys enjoyed this, then please, like and subscribe to my pain. This is real, so this isn't some fake bullshit. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have anything else to say, please leave a comment. I would love to hear what other people have to say or input, because outside input is very important. But trust me, I'll be fine. I'll move on sooner or later. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.